And welcome back. This is the BuzzTV U5 full setup, and we're gonna go through the specs. This thing is man, probably one of the best devices that is coming out this year. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys do consider subscribing. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you guys have tested any of the BuzzTV devices. If you guys are interested in this one, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. I always leave my email in the description below. I have links for this if you guys want to buy from them directly with coupon codes, so make sure you check that out. Look at this. This is nuts. This is the U5, and it looks like it's going to have everything that you're going to want. You do get a little QR code thing here, which tells you everything about the remote and your start setup guide. I like how they're putting these QR codes because, you know, let's be real, we're going to throw away these papers, and if you have the QR code and you can just save that on your phone, even better. I gotta say, I love like the honeycomb thing. They're just like, the way they do their whole honeycomb thing is nuts. So here's the device. It feels a little bit light. You get three, it looks like three USB, two 3.0s, and then one standard. And look kind of hard to see with the lights here. And your TF card slot right there. And you also get USB-C power. You got your AV, you got your Ethernet, HDMI, optical, and then your AV port. Now, the one thing I know people are going to say, like, what is this thing right here? Look at this. Open it up, and you could put a storage, a solid state drive in there. You could expand the storage on this thing, which is, it's like the 4900. Like they just went to the next level. So there is the device. Some great stuff. Yeah, crazy. Now they do give you some 3M tape pads here if you want to just I don't know, just stick it somewhere and just let it sit there where it doesn't slide. 2 Energizer AA batteries. You do get your power supply right here, and it is AV port. I know they have the USB-C port here on the side, so maybe it does dual. You could do one or the other. They give you a good HDMI cable. And then you get their BT400 remote, which I have a love and hate on this remote. It's okay. I'm not a big fan of this sensor button right here, but it is a smart remote, and you could actually program these buttons to do whatever. And the cool thing is it also has that QR code in the back. So if you want to learn about this remote, that's how you can do it. The other thing is when you do plug it in, you get that red button right there. The red light turns to blue. So it's good to go. Yeah, let's go ahead and see exactly what this device is. What does it have? The setup on this thing is simple. The way they're doing this thing is just amazing. So first things first, it does go through the setup process. You want to be sure that light is blinking. So it says to pair your remote, keep it within 3 feet from your device, press OK and the home button until the remote LED flashes red. So the OK button's here in the center, and here's the home button. We're going to look for that light that turns red. We want it to be flashing. So once it begins flashing, there you go, let go. And it says status remote found on the bottom left hand corner. It says which remote it is. Good to go. From here, follow these steps. Choose your language, choose your time zone, and I think it was like choose resolution. So my capture card is I always choose the highest, so that's what it is right now, and I could change it later. Zoom, configure, easy. Just go through the steps. Once you're done, it's going to say connected successfully, and just leave it alone. Notice it's doing some checks, it's doing some flashing, it's doing some stuff. Update available, installing this, installing that. Just wait. Right now, I know there's an update available behind it for the remote, but I can't click on it because there's something right in front of it that says installing whatever, please wait. So right now it's Chrome, right now it's Disney Plus. Now it's gone, so it says this is a new firmware update available for the remote, and now it will be installed. Press OK. So I'm going to hit OK, and now it's updating. So it usually does this right in the beginning, so just leave it alone. If it doesn't do it, well, there's no more questions to ask. It's not like, how come I didn't get the update? That means you already have it. It's going to skip to the next screen, which is going to be your home screen. So that's how you follow the steps when you are initially setting it up. Once you're done, it goes here. If there's no updates on the remote or anything, it might just open this up. Most of the time it opens this up and then it says installing this other stuff. Wait until this screen pops up and there's nothing. So let's see exactly what the specs are on this thing. So here we go. I just installed IDA64. Great app. It tells you everything that you need to know about the device, all the specs and everything. So it is using an Amlogic chipset. I think it's advertised as 32 gigs of internal storage, but you're left with about 23.5 of free space. You got 4 gigs of RAM. Great. CPU, you are running a ARM Cortex A55 quad core. Good stuff. Your display is going to pull the full resolutions of whatever you have. So my capture card's a 1080p. That's what it's going to pull. If you got a 4K, it's going to pull that too. Mali MG31, pretty good. As far as your Android, it's going to be running Android 11, API levels at 30, and the device is not rooted, which doesn't really matter. Codecs, most important thing out of this device. You're going to have a lot of really good codecs here. So you have your decoders, encoder, so it looks like it's quadruplets, but it's actually, they're all unique. So you got C2 decoder, OMX decoder, C2 encoder, and OMX encoder. LATM, 3GPP, AMR, FLOC, ALA, MLOT, MPEG, Opus, RAW, Vorbis. A lot of good stuff here. A lot of really good stuff here. For video, notice right here, you got some Dolby Vision, DVHE, DVAV, DAV1. Great stuff. You got your AV01, AVC, AVS, AVS2, MPEG-2, MP4V, RM10, 20, 30, 40, VMV1, 2, and 3. You got your H263, H264, VP8, VP9, 3GPP. Yeah, you have everything that you're going to possibly want with this device when it comes to 4K quality and surround sound stuff. This thing is a beast. This thing is an absolute beast. Hope you guys appreciate today's episode. I wasn't expecting this thing to have a way to throw in, like you could turn this thing into a 2 terabyte internal storage, which is nuts. You could do so much with this device. With all that being said, hope you guys appreciated today's episode, and leave me a comment below if you guys have seen this. I'm almost speechless on how powerful this thing is. You guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.